So I just perform the proper hand hygiene before I'm about to enter a patient's room. Before I enter their room, I've already gone through their chart and double checked for any sort of precautions. I've seen that this patient has a contact precautions. I've already informed the patient and the family. So I've had the family step out, and in front of me I would have my vitals machine so I can go in there and assess the patient since I'm already going to be donning my PPE. I will also have my WOW with me, so if I have any meds I can easily scan it and I won't have to be running in and out of the patient room, potentially exposing other patients or staff. So first I would grab my PPE gown, which is still rolled up from class, and slide it on, making sure the elastic comes over my wrists. Then I would tie at the base of my neck first. I'd wrap around once, and I like to tie in front of me just because I can see the tie easier when I untie it and I won't have to break my gown. And then I would put on my mask. I'm going to put it over my nose, and I'm going to pinch my nose first and pull it over my chin. Just that way, when I'm tying it, it doesn't fall if it slips off my head or anything. And the tie above your head should be rather high up. That way, you're creating the proper seal you need. And then I would go behind my neck. And then I would put on my goggles, and then my gloves, and I would make sure the cuff of the glove comes lower than the elastic on the gown. So now that I've fully put on my PPE, I would enter the patient's room and do all the necessary activities that I need to do, like give meds or take their vitals, talk to the patient, see how they're doing. And then once I'm done, I'm gonna step inside the doorway, and because they're not on any sort of airborne or droplet precautions, I don't need to step into an ante-room. So first thing I would do is, since my gown, the tie is in front of me, it would be considered soil. I would untie the front of my gown first and let the straps fall. Then the next thing I would do is I would remove my gloves. I would cup the wrist and pull it off, and then slide a finger under the glove, trying not to touch the dirty side. And then I would discard those gloves. Next thing I would do is take off my goggles by grabbing the sides and take those off and put them in the proper receptacle. And then I would untie my gown at the neck, and then I would use the centering motion and kind of roll it off of me. And then I would roll the dirty side out, and then I would also discard that in the proper bin. And then I would undo the base of my neck of my mask, and then the head, and dispose of that properly, and then I would step out of the patient room.